Snap! What's really good, my hyperlinks? HMK here once again and recovered and all that good jazz. Here to bring you another Nintendo Switch video to tell you guys that Nintendo Switch is killing it right now. It really is. Nintendo Switch dominated the launch. I mean, it didn't really have any competition, but it was still in a very weird launch window. March not being the holiday season where big consoles usually launch, but the Nintendo Switch, guys, according to the New York Times, specifically Nick Wingfield, who interviewed Reggie, he says that this console is doing amazing right now, particularly in America, or the Americas, I should say. However, we do have some numbers of how it's doing in Japan, but right now all of the sales figures and numbers are being calculated. We're waiting on actual hard sales results. But according to the New York Times and Nintendo, Reggie himself, this console is doing outstanding right now. In what kind of way? Well, it's the biggest console launch ever that Nintendo's had in the Americas. It beat out the Wii in terms of launch. And I remember that launch time. Oh my goodness. That people were going crazy for Wii's at the time. And that was during the time where I had to compete with PlayStation 3. And that's about it, because Xbox 360 came out a year before that. But man, oh man, I was looking for a Wii, and I found one at Toys R Us on launch day, thankfully, and I got to play Twilight Princess, which was a launch title. And, you know, it's so funny that the Switch is doing well, that's dominating sales figures, is exceeding sales figures. It's not like it had a Zelda game at launch, Nintendo. It's not like Zelda moves systems, Nintendo. Analysts are saying that Breath of the Wild had probably a 90% plus attach rate to Nintendo Switch sales, which I would expect 100%, attach rate. Like, you go out buy a Switch, oh, you want to get the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Nah, I'll get 1-2 Switch. Now I'll get Super Bomberman R. Boy, oh my goodness. But yeah, and speaking of Breath of the Wild, it is the biggest launch Nintendo title to date right now. It beat out Super Mario 64. Jesus! Super Mario 64, that shit was all over the place. Super Mario 64 went on to sell over 11 million copies in its lifetime as of May 2003. But, I mean, Breath of the Wild, we still need to learn those sales numbers. We still got to see those sales numbers. In Japan, the Nintendo Switch moved around 330,000 units, around that number, but it's still unknown how many units Nintendo Switch moved in the Americas and worldwide for that matter. But if it's just Japan, where it's over 300,000 units, that's a pretty good start. I am not gonna lie, that sits in between the Wii U and the Wii's launch in Japan, with the Wii having 370,000 units moved and the Wii U having 300,000 units moved on its first 2 days of launch, or first 6 days of launch. But this is very exciting, and I'm so glad that the Switch had a great and successful launch, and everyone's trying to look for a Switch, everyone's trying to get a Switch, and it's going deep, man. But at the same time, this is just launch numbers. I'm excited for the successful launch, but I'm not gonna go and say, alright, the Switch is automatically a success, because I'll be wrong, and that's not fact. I would love it to be a success, and how Nintendo handles the Switch and its games moving forward is going to dictate if it's going to be a success or not. Market this thing. You guys have been doing great with marketing so far. Keep marketing this thing. People are buying it. People are enjoying it. So, it's had a successful launch. I don't know if it's a success. We don't know. No one can tell if it's going to be a success or not until we have some years under the hood when it comes to the Switch. But the launch lineup, even though it's small, a lot of people say it's pretty strong. Breath of the Wild, 1-2 Switch. I have 1-2 Switch. It's pretty good. Fast RMX, great game. I'm going to review it soon. What else? Snipper Clippers, another great game. And Super Bomberman. But we're getting continued release games as we go on. We got Mario Kart coming in April. We got Splatoon coming in summer. We got ARMS coming in spring. We got Xenoblade coming, God knows when. And Super Mario Odyssey coming out in the winter, holiday season. We've got a great lineup so far, and then we don't even know all the games that are coming out. So the Switch, the prospect is looking good, but it's all about how Nintendo handles it. You've had a great launch, now keep going, keep the steam going, keep the hype going for the Nintendo Switch. boy. And as soon as the numbers comes out, I'm going to make another video showcasing the numbers. But according to the New York Times and according to Reggie, we've had the best Nintendo console launch ever in America, in the Americas. And the best selling launch title, not including package launch games like Wii Sports or anything. Best launch title ever, beating out Super Mario 64 for Nintendo. That is some crazy stuff. And you know, there's a lot of people saying naysayers, oh, the Switch is gonna fail, the Switch is gonna do this. Well, we're on a stepping stone for a very competent system right here. It's unknown to see if this thing is truly a failure or a success at this point, but now we can say that it had a very successful launch. So guys, let me know what you think about this great news in the comment section below. More Nintendo and Nintendo Switch videos are coming soon from HMK. Breath of the Wild is out, more Zelda videos are coming out, and don't worry, Kingdom Hearts people, I didn't forget about you guys. More Kingdom Hearts videos are coming out. It's all going down with this new console. Oh baby, I can't wait to see where this channel goes. So guys, until the next Nintendo Switch video, I've been HMK. I'll check you guys later.